Welcome to Traveling Oracle, the magical podcast. This podcast is an audio version of my blog, Traveling Oracle, to offer the convenience of simply listening as I take you with me on my journey of exploring the magic of life, the hidden things, the layers of reality that exist just beyond our senses. Intrigued? Good. Let's go. What is a spiritual awakening? I'm sitting in a beautiful guest house in Canggu, Bali, as I write this post surrounded by rice paddy fields, good people, and amazing energy. What am I thinking about as I lay here sipping my lemon ginger honey tea? What the F is going on? Am I losing my mind? But I'm getting ahead of myself. You are here because you can sense that things around you are changing in ways you've never experienced before. And you have a feeling that there's more to it than just going through a tough time. Well, you're in the right place. In this post, we're going to answer the following questions. Am I experiencing a spiritual awakening? What are spiritual awakening symptoms? What does it mean to be going through a spiritual awakening process? If you are asking the question, am I experiencing a spiritual awakening? You more than likely are experiencing just that. The types of experiences that would lead someone to investigate this path are very unique. Since starting the awakening process, the things I've experienced have had me questioning my sanity. But I cannot ignore the facts of my experience. In this post, and in this blog in general, I will give you first-hand experience of my own encounters, experiences, and events. Nothing listed here will be arbitrary things I found on the internet or randomly heard about a friend of a friend. This is my actual life, and I'm excited to open up and share it with you. Many describe a spiritual awakening as a wake from the illusion of separation from oneness. That definition, though a simple sentence, sounds so convoluted and ethereal that I will attempt to explain it in a way that anyone can understand. It's coming face to face with the understanding that under physical reality is a current of energy that flows through all, and that you yourself are one with that. Now you're probably saying to yourself, Akil, I had no clue about that, so clearly I'm not going through this great spiritual awakening. Hold on, friend. The thing is, that's the end realization of the awakening. In order to truly come face to face with that truth, to grapple, wrestle, internalize, and be one with its truth, you have to go through the awakening process so that at the end of it, you know with the same certainty that you know your name, that it is all connected. Here are a few signs that you're definitely going through a spiritual awakening, and they won't happen all at once. A spiritual awakening is a process, and as you peel back the layers, you'll have more and more experiences. Your life is going to shit. So media often glamorizes this process. And sure, there is a cool element to it. However, mostly your life is being turned upside down. Everything that you held as stable and secure is shifting, as if built on quicksand. You realize that the things you've worked so hard to achieve mean nothing. The positions you worked so hard to achieve bring you no joy or value. Down becomes up, and up is no longer even a direction. The thing about a spiritual awakening is, it has to deconstruct whatever you've built, because you built it based on the illusion. Now you're waking up to truth. You can no longer function in the confines of the illusion. You have to build a whole new construct based on your new knowledge and experience with truth. The awakening process burns it all down, so from the ashes, you can start anew. people start disappearing. Relationships that you thought were going well suddenly fizzle out and die. Relationships with family members or close friends begin to be strained. A part of the reason all these turbulent things are happening is that the truth of the awakening causes you to shed your old skin, the old skin of who you used to be and the part you played in people's lives, in society, and in other people's narratives. The moment that skin is gone and you no longer subscribe to those narratives, you upset the equilibrium of the life you created and the relationships you formed. Some people will love and value you enough to accept and adapt as you change, and some people won't. A part of transformation and change is loss. Starting to see repeating numbers. Oh my goodness, I see repeating numbers everywhere. 111, 444, 555, 777, I cannot escape it. I don't only see them on a clock, I see them on the speedometer, when I pause a YouTube video, on an ad, on the time frame of a voice note, everywhere. These are often confirmations that you are on the right path, that a manifestation is on its way, that your guardian angels are with you, etc. A practice that I've picked up that I found especially helpful is noticing what you were thinking about, talking about, or doing when you noticed the repeating number. This is often an indication to pay attention to that action or thought. Your intuition gets crazy strong. During this time, your intuition is your guide. It will try to speak loud enough for you to hear its direction over the noise of your self-doubt, logic, and ego. It will try its best to navigate you through this time. It will try its best to show you your next steps on this path, but you have to acknowledge and train yourself to hear it. This is the time to let your internal guidance system do the thing it was programmed in you to do, show you your path. The most practical way to train yourself to hear it is to give yourself at least 10 minutes of stillness a day, whether that's through meditation or simply sitting on a chair in a quiet room by yourself, no distractions, and just thinking. These are the times when you can hear the voice of your intuition, and as you do that daily, it begins to get easier to hear it even when you're in the middle of a market with distractions everywhere and you're not even trying. You start to get a glimpse behind the veil. This might not happen for everyone at the same intensity, as it differs with your gifts and where you are in the awakening process. However, a lot of people start sensing and feeling energies. You start to pick up on the energy of a room, a place, or a person. You can feel when you're in a room alone and an energy comes in. Creepy, I know. Some people then progress to seeing things. A dark spot flies across the room and disappears. A small ball of light appears in front of you for 5 seconds and then disappears. This is one of the most recent developments for me. I always feel energies and entities, and sometimes I see things in my mind's eye, but never actually in the 3D world. I've heard of people seeing spirits in front of them as real as they see other people. I'm so jealous. But also thankful because I don't know if I would be able to handle it. Hopefully, as my fear of seeing subsides, this gift will get stronger. Your gifts start to develop. I believe that everyone on earth has some sort of gift in some shape or form. At this time, you will notice it starting to take form or strengthen if it's something you've always been aware of. For me, clairvoyance and clairsentience started to register off the chart. They got so intense I could no longer pretend they were just a normal part of my mind. I had to come face to face with them and acknowledge them for the spiritual gifts that they were. This is also a part of the spiritual awakening process. Being face to face with the things that shouldn't make sense, yet here we are, and I'm looking at it. I can no longer deny something I've come face to face with and experienced. These are a few of the things that really stood out to me as I underwent/am undergoing this process. As you follow this blog, I will share more details about my crazy experiences with the spirit world, as well as my gifts as they strengthen and more gifts materialize. You can also follow me on Instagram to keep up to date with my daily happenings as I travel the world and chart my path. If you would like to contact me or simply keep up to date with my daily happenings, my Instagram handle, my contact details, my blog information, as well as the services I provide will all be in the show notes below. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in our next post.